What's up, guys? Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you all are doing great. I am YoYoY2K, back again with another Ark Survival Evolved building tutorial. Today we're going to be building another variation of a log cabin. This thing is pretty cool, it's super easy to build, and won't take us very long at all. So I hope that you guys enjoy the build. If you do want to build this in your own world, just take a look down in the description. I will have a list of all the structures that you need listed down there. So if you want to see how many walls you need, how many foundations, etc., just take a look down there and you'll be able to see everything you need. And I'm going to use my GPS real quick to show you guys where we are. We are on the island map. We're actually on Herbivore Island 83.9, 84.7. It's a really cool spot. I really enjoy building on Herbivore Island, and it's actually been a super long time since I have played on the island. So I felt like getting back on the island, playing around with it, and this location just suited itself to a little cabin build. So that's what I have done, and I liked it. So I thought, why not show you guys how to build this? So we'll take a quick tour of it, and then we'll start building this. And like I said, I'll take you through the whole build, so if you want to build it, you will be able to. You can see, got a nice skylight above. There's a little second floor deck area. I just kind of made this into a bathroom. You can partition this up and utilize it however you want. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to have a bathroom in here. Up here, just, I don't know, just a little landing area, and you can walk across here and I don't know, not a whole lot going up here. You can put some beds or storage up here if you wanted to. And like, you don't have to build all this interior. If you want to have this open, we will show you how to make it so that it's completely open too. But I got a couple bedrooms on the sides, and I just like the greenhouse glass, how it forms a, I don't know. If you've seen many of my builds, you'll see that I like using greenhouse glass whenever I can in my builds. It's like my favorite building item. Whenever I can incorporate it into a build, I do. So we have a little kitchen area, a little dining table, I don't know. We got some greenhouse glass back here. And then fireplace nestled in right there. And then the other bedroom is right here. This one's a little bit bigger because it doesn't have the bathroom. The bathroom's over on that side and took up this spot here. But again, you can see it's a cozy little bedroom. I like it. We can sit here and look outside at the beautiful scenery. This is a super peaceful island, and it's one of my favorite places to build on this map. So when I saw this, I knew I had to do something that was kind of fun, kind of cool, but yet quaint, and I think that we have accomplished that here. So let's go ahead and build this thing together. Let me go over here and... Alright guys, so now that we found ourselves a little flat place to work with, let's go ahead and lay out the foundation. First thing we're going to do is grab some foundations. I'm going to use stone and just do a 4x4. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then go up another 3 and 4. Go ahead, fill in the space. So now that we have a 4x4 going, let's find the middle of each of these and build 2 foundations out. So it'll end up looking like this. So if I go ahead and fly up, that is what our foundation looks like to start with. So next thing we want to do is lay down some fence foundations so we can put in our pillars. So I'm going to grab some wooden fence foundations, and I'm going to come over here to each of the ends. So the 2 foundations that are coming out of the middle 4. And let's go ahead and lay down some foundations on these. And then let's go ahead and put fence foundations on each of these corners. So there, and there, there, and there, there, and there we go. So now that we have all of our fence foundations in place, let's go ahead and grab some pillars, put those in our hotbar. I'm going to use stone pillars again. And then I'm just going to go to each of the corners and put down a not a foundation, but a pillar. Nope, not there. And again, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but the build is completely vanilla, so doesn't matter if you are on PC, PS4, Xbox, whatever system you're playing on, you will be able to build this, because I am just using the base Ark building pieces, so no mods are needed for any of these pieces. So literally all I've done is on each of the corners and each of the corners I put a foundation. So these on the ends are going to end up being 2 high. The back is only 1 high. Let's go ahead and do that. 2 high. 2 high there, 2 high there. Make that 2 high, make that 2 high. 2 high on those corners. Let's go ahead and make everything 2 high for the time being, except for these back here in the back. Oh, wrong way. Nope. Okay, so these should end up being 3 high. So if that makes any sense, let's go ahead and fly so I can give you a bird's eye view of what this looks like so far. So in the very back, I left them at only 1 high. And then on these sides, they are 2 high. And then this spot right here, they are 3 high. Everywhere else right now is 2 high. So let's go ahead and grab some greenhouse glass walls, which I already have some. Let's go ahead and move those over to number 2. So let's go ahead. Actually, you know what we should do? We should grab ourselves some thatch ceilings. So I'm going to use thatch just for temporary purposes to have the snap points so that I can turn my wooden walls inside out. So these are going to go away in a minute. That's why I'm just using thatch. So don't use something like a metal ceiling, because these ceilings are just temporary and you don't want to waste your materials just to turn a wall a different direction. So what we're going to do, the wooden walls are here, so let's go ahead and move those to number 3. So I'm going to come here and then make sure that that is facing at me like so. You can build that 2 high. Let's do the same thing here. Build that 2 high. Put one in there. And I'm going to put a window on top of that one. So there we go. That 2 high. Okay, so there we go. Oh, here we go. And there. So now we have some of the walls in. On these that I only have 2 high at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and put a window frame on top of those. So there's a window frame there. This spot here, we can go ahead and put in a couple door frames. So let's make sure that they are turned the same way as all the others. Grab another one, like so. Go ahead and grab a wall, place it on top. Now we've got some rain. Go ahead and grab some more door frames. Place one there, another door frame. Place it there. And put a wall on top of those. And then let's come over here to where the bedrooms were and go ahead and place in some of the greenhouse glass. So I'm going to stack these up 2 high. Same thing over here. Oop. Come on. So stack these up until we get ourselves as tall as our pillars. And then on the ends here, we will need to grab a peak and peak it like so. Get the opposite like that. Let's go over here, do the same thing to this side. And then back here, let's go ahead and walk. I'm going to grab some more of our greenhouse glass, put them in there, and then right here, grab a wall, place the wall, grab a couple of these sloped left and right pieces for the greenhouse glass, place those there and there, get ourselves a little peak, and then right here we can go ahead and grab number 8. We can go ahead and put a sloped ceiling on these. Yay, we're out of the rain. Now we're back in the rain. So now what we can do is if you want to leave this whole house open and have all this open space, then we can just go ahead and put a roof on it. If you want to put a couple bedrooms in, like I had in the test build, what we would do is grab some walls and then we would build along through here on this line. So let's go ahead and work on sloping these walls up to a peak. So let's see here. Let's grab this one, drop it on our hotbar. Grab this one, drop it on our hotbar as well. So we want somewhere. There we go. There. And then we'll need to put in some walls here to build up. You can use Doorframes if you want, because we're going to take these out in a minute. So again, don't waste materials unnecessarily. But let's make sure that we have these facing the same direction as everything else. So there. And then here, let's put a couple walls up. And then again on the top, we have ourselves a peak. And then once we get the ceiling finished across this place, we can take out these 2 levels of door frames. But if we do it now, then those will just fall. So we have to make sure we have the ceilings on first. So the door frames are number 9. So let's go ahead and put some door frames over here as well, temporarily. Grab the slopes, grab a wall, put it there, put a wall there, another slope there, and slope there. So the next step is to, let me see, we go ahead and we come out here and put a ceiling. Let's grab our ceilings. Ceiling. Pick number 9 for now. We can put a ceiling here and grab our slope. Actually, what we'll need to do is grab our thatch, because we need to turn those around. So we might have to, we'll have to get ourselves up there. You can grapple, you could fly. I can fly. You can't fly unless you have admin controls. But with these, let's go ahead and turn these around. Grab number 6, and then make sure we are snapping to the thatch ceiling and not the wooden ceiling. And that'll turn those slopes around so that we have the consistent texture everywhere around here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab our sloped greenhouse ceilings, put those there, swing around to this other side, do the same thing, drop one in there, drop one in there too. Oh, that's the wrong way. Drop back down in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and work on the bedroom type area. So literally, if you were going to make this place open, what you would start doing is, we can do that. Let's go ahead and make this open first. So let's go ahead and grab our ceilings. I'm just using some stone slope ceilings. Put those in like so. Same thing over here on this side. Just slope up to a peak. And then there and there. grab a couple greenhouse glass for a skylight. Put those in the middle at the peak. And then right here, let me throw in some... Yep, and got it. Alright, now, if you work left to right, like, if I did it right, did I do it right? Did I do it right? If I did it, yep, you can crisscross those. So now, I built across there, I should be able to get, and there it was, it'll go. Come on. Don't be stubborn. There it goes. So now, last two ceiling pieces are in. And so if you wanted the open house, this is what you would do. Now I can take out these walls, or these door frames. Take these out over here as well. And this would be your house if you wanted to leave this open. And really, if you leave it open, you've got a ton of space in here. So this is a pretty neat design. So if you wanted it like this, you are basically done. Just adding your doors and your windows. Your railings, whatnot. We could go ahead and take out all of these thatch ceilings now too. You can put a couple ramps on the front. Where are my ramps? Put a ramp on the front. Ramps have different snap points. I'm going to snap it kind of low. If you work your way back and forth, you'll see sometimes they'll snap to different spots, sometimes high, sometimes low. So there we go. We could put a fence across here. Well, a railing, I guess. Put a railing in there. Grab another railing. Put it in on that side as well. Grab some doors. Greenhouse. Let's do greenhouse doors. Greenhouse, greenhouse. I think those are S+, actually. Those are S+, but regular doors would work. So set the time of day back to 10. Let's grab some windows. Put some windows around. Once I get all the doors to the windows in here, I'll show you guys how to build the walls to separate like bedrooms and create the little loft area. Okay, so now if this was what you're going to go with, then you are done. However, if you don't want to go with just this and you want the bedrooms like I had in the test build, what we need to do is add some more walls and ceilings in. And unfortunately, you're going to run into some snap issues with some of these ceilings. So some of these ceilings over here are going to give you some issues with some of our placements. So let's go ahead and start. I'm just going to go ahead and build too high. Let's have the... I'm just going to build these to be the same on both sides. On the test build, we had a bathroom here, but for this, I'm just going to put in the same layout on both sides of the house. So there we have the wall partitioning like this bedroom area, but once we get in here, number 9, you'll see that we have trouble snapping that right there. So unfortunately, you gotta take that ceiling out in order to get that ceiling to go in place. So you have to take out the sloped ceiling in order for the regular ceiling to go. Again, here it won't go, but if we take out this sloped ceiling, now it does go. But that is basically the bedroom, and you can see it's a pretty nice sized bedroom, really. You got some space for storage. You can put a bed in here. So then we would just need to put back in those ceilings. Like so. And if we grab ourselves some ladders and put those down on the hotbar, we're done with the greenhouse glass. So let's put that here. Put a ladder in and put another ladder in. We could go ahead and get ourselves up here if we want. And then we could work our way across. Like so. Again, we won't be able to put these ceilings in until we get rid of the slope ceilings. But then once you get that in place... What the heck just happened? I put that somewhere weird. There it goes. But once we have this flat ceiling in, we can put the slope ceiling back in there. So get rid of that. Grab ourselves this regular ceiling and turn it so that the boards are running the same way. Grab the sloped stone ceiling again. And then if we just build up, build down, either way they should line up. Grab ourselves a door frame, which put a door frame in, and then put a wall. And there we have it. That is the build. So if you were doing the full-on build with the bedrooms, we are now finished. Only thing left to do would be to decorate it however you want with whatever you have available to you on your server. But I think this is a pretty cool build. I really enjoy this little cabin. You know what we could do before we call this thing completely done? Let's put some more railings in. Let's do that. Let's grab the railing, drop them down on the hot bar. So we can't get them to go in on the... There we go. We can't get them to go here. Even if you did, they would be poking through the ceiling because it's sloped like that. But we have just some railings going across here. If you wanted to put another set of ladders on that side, you could. So if we were to take this out, grab our ladders, which are number 8. Come on, game. There we go. So there we have some railings going across the top balcony. So I think this is a pretty cool little build. It's pretty quick. I hope that you guys can get some good use out of this. Hopefully you can build this in your own world. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you can get some good use out of this build. And if you do, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think of the build. Share some pictures with me on Twitter, something like that. That'd be great to see. But yeah, we're done, guys. Until next time, thanks for hanging out with me. And happy building. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.